Hello everyone, this is Xenocidel from TeamPlasma, and I'm here with another member of the TeamPlasma community.
WiSP here.
And we are going to be co-casting another game from our Tournament 4 sent in to us at our email at sc2teamplasma@gmail.com. And we are going to start this game. We are casting this over the internet, so we are at separate computers, and we will be starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, cool. So, in the right side of MLG Metalopolis, we have our green Protoss stevieWONDER.
And in the top, we have ODWeX as the blue Terran.
ODWeX. Okay, cool.
ODWeX.
So, we have close by air positions on MLG and Metalopolis. Thankfully, there's no Zergs, but there is a Terran, so we might see some drops. Very common to see some Terran drops in this close position map.
Yeah, and we also might see some bunker rushes, because who doesn't like that cheese? Cheesy, cheesy cheese.
Okay, cool. So yeah, anything you want to add?
Well, we see stevieWONDER interestingly placing his pylon not by the ramp, so he cannot wall off against the Terran in case he decides to do some early Marine 2-ax pressure or something interesting like that. While ODWeX does not have his wall off either, so either player could go for some early rushing and get some damage done.
So both players are not walling off. It's actually less common, more common for the Terran to wall off than the Protoss walling off in a TVP scenario. So yeah.
Yeah, and we see stevieWONDER over here taking the Xenocidel just to see if there's any scouts coming, and it looks like his first scouting position is in fact the blue Terran's base, while the Terran guy over here is going all the way around the map. Yeah, he's scouting last. Let's see if that actually factors into the game. Me, myself, I barely scout because I'm a nub, so we'll see.
Alright. We'll see what kind of add-on ODWeX decides to get on that barracks. stevieWONDER will see as well. And right now he's just making a Marine. Just as always, stevieWONDER does appear to be taking his gas. Stealing his gas, stealing his opponent's gas. And actually, wait a second. stevieWONDER doesn't have a cyber core on the way. I think he just realized his mistake and just now putting down that cybernetics core at 19 instead of 18.
Yes, and it's also worthy to note that the Protoss is 5 supply ahead at 3.5 minutes into the game. So we'll see if that 5 supply gives him an advantage. But then again, it could just be the Chrono Boost, which he almost has 2 of right now, and he should really use one. Yeah.
Well, he did use some Chrono Boost on those pros, and that's why he probably got his late cybernetics core. And I accidentally said 18 supply. When you get your cybernetics core, you're supposed to get it at 16. We do see a reactor going down on that first barracks of ODWeX's. We'll see what he gets on the second barracks. It might be a 2-racks pressure or a bunker rush, one of those things. So you might see some bunker rushes, and it's going to be a tech lab. Might get some earlier stim or concussive shells, either one. However, stevieWONDER does have his enemy's second gas, so ODWeX will not be able to produce that many Marauders at a single time.
That, and we can see ODWeX is having a couple Marines, 3 Marines protecting his base. stevieWONDER has a scouting zealot out right now. He has his first stalker, and it looks like he might be grouping outside of his base to do some early pressure, but we'll see how that goes with ODWeX moving out with his first 4 Marines. Alright,
so ODWeX, we do see him going for that concussive shells. Concussive shells very good against Protoss forces because of that Marauder slow and those zealots, so the zealots cannot hack away at those Marauders. We do see a third barracks being constructed by ODWeX, and we do see a 1-gate robo. 1 gate into robo into the second gate. Now we do, I do see this. I did see this before, but not in this way because his cybernetics core is very late. His cybernetics core still has his warp gate technology still has 60 seconds remaining, and he's not chrono boosting that out. Instead, he's going for very early immortals, trying to do some early pressure on this Terran army.
Right, and since he didn't wall off, he can do that even better, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, one stalker. The second stalker trying to run away. Oh, and the second stalker doesn't make it because the other guy has like 3 Marines and 2 Marauders
and the Marauder slow. If
And
he did not have that Marauder slow, that Stalker would have been able to get away. Stevie Wonder in a very bad situation because first of all, his Warp Gate technology just finished, and he only has 1 Immortal on the field for an attacking unit.
Yeah, he should really be... Oh, he's getting his first 2 gates, so we'll see if he gets those Stalkers or Zealots or something down in time to stop this attack. Maybe he can wall himself off.
He seriously needs... What he really needs right now is a sentry to to force field the ramp, prevent any Terran units from streaming up, but it doesn't look like ODWeX is going to be doing that anytime soon.
Yeah, and since Stevie Wonder has that first Immortal out, he pretty much stopped that early pressure with a small group of Marauders and Marines. We can see the Observer popping out and following and probably doing some scouting in his base. Still on 2, getting his 3rd gate, Chrono boosting out another Immortal, so we might see some timing pressure with those Immortals.
Now ODWeX did put a command center in the corner of his base where Stevie Wonder did see it with his Observer, so he knows that command center timing. Stevie Wonder probably will take his expansion up, an expansion of his own, that is, and ODWeX is now taking his 2nd gas, probably going to do some more Immortals, or taking it up to siege tanks.
Yep, and we can see over in the Protoss base, the Probe is going to put like a forward pylon, so maybe he can work some units in the high ground with that Observer, try to do some harassment damage while maybe he moves out in the front or something like that. You can see he has a little ball of units. He has a sentry now to help with that protection and maybe guarding the shield. We can see he has 3 gates out and double gas to help support those Immortals.
Right, and he is actually supply blocked right now. If he probably didn't notice that, but he is supply blocked. Seriously needs to keep up the Immortal production because he can't afford to lose anything.
And now we can see that the Terran is 10 supply ahead of the Protoss, which is very interesting because well, the Protoss should have more supply, especially with that Chrono boost, and the fact that he had 5 supply advantage in the very beginning of the game. He's pushing out right now. We're going to see if he can do some damage, but ODWeX has a lot of Marauders, which will really help counter those 4 Stalkers, 5 Stalkers, 6 Stalkers.
Yep. These Zealots actually targeting down the Tech Lab and the SCVs. That's a very smart decision. However, 1 Marauder right here going to be taking apart that army. Stevie Wonder at the same time is going to be moving in the front, attacking this this natural expansion of his. And that attack really didn't go well for Stevie Wonder as he expected. He did put down a pylon to inhibit 3rd base of ODWex's. However, ODWeX is going to be forced to make some more army units to deal with the Protoss army. Probably going to be taking out that proxy pylon right now, and that's exactly what we see.
Yep, and we can see that, interestingly enough, the Orbital Command still has not landed in the natural, which is something he should really... Oh, there we go. So, pretty much now he's going to be expanding. The Protoss is just getting his 2nd base. He's sending out, he's trying to rally his forces down at the bottom where the pylon used to be, but I think his attack just got crushed again by ODWex's MM ball.
Right, and Stevie Wonder just now taking his expansion. It's about halfway complete. I think he could have taken it earlier, considering that the Terran probably wouldn't have pushed out anyways.
Yeah, we can see ODWeX getting a bunker, probably for safety. Maybe he feels a little bit paranoid about more pushes from the Protoss. But we can see over in the Protoss base, he really doesn't have that many units for 11 minutes into the game, almost 12 minutes in the game, compared to ODWex's ball of like 20 units.
Right, if ODWeX decides to move out right now, he could get crushed very easily if microed properly. However, we do see Stevie Wonder put down his robotics bay. We might see a lot of Colossus be played in this scenario. Very, very good in this scenario. And, yep, Stevie Wonder going to be transferring some probes down, taking his 3rd and 4th gas. We do see some starports being constructed by ODWeX.
Starports constructed by ODWeX. You might want to... Starports. Okay, yeah. Anyways, you can see the pylon blocking the 3rd base right now of ODWeX. You can see maybe he's going to try to maybe get some sneaky Stalkers or Immortals in there or something like that. But really, I just think he's blocking the 3rd base.
Actually, yeah, that does serve a double purpose. He could warp in units as a proxy pylon and inhibit and scout at the same time to see when ODWeX is taking his 3rd base. He does have this observer right here, seeing that there's a bunker here and a lot of Marines and Marauders.
Yeah, and we can see that Wow, ODWeX should really expand, considering that he's almost mined out in the first, and he has a lot of workers in the second, a lot more than he should. Normally, he should have about what 21 or 22, and this time he has like 38. So maybe you should he should probably put two more harvesters on that second gas too. Just
let me see, second gas
in the natural.
In the oh, right. Oh, he really needs some more gas. Oh,
we can see
he's taking his third base just now.
Oh, good, he's taking his third base.
And
we see a medevac maybe gonna go do some drops in that space.
It's gonna drop. Oh wait,
gonna drop it.
No, it stopped.
Drop. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Oh.
Maybe
I think you're a few seconds behind me, but it's okay.
He's gonna drop. He's dropping.
He's dropping in the main.
Stevie
Wonder's not doing it. Just now, a little late reaction time compared to the Grandmaster players, of course. Oh no, this Colossus might get sniped if not micro properly. These stalkers do not have blinks, so they won't be able to take out this medevac. He is researching +1 attack, and extended thermal lance is complete on those Colossus.
Yeah, and on the other side, we can see StevieWonder's natural is undersaturated, which is I don't know. Saturation is actually pretty important if you want to play Starcraft, right?
Wait, his natural's undersaturated?
Yeah, his natural's undersaturated.
It's not that undersaturated.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty well saturated.
Oh, it's like he has selective. He has like 16 of 7. He doesn't have enough. Anyways, we can see ODWeX trying to go for even more Marauders with a few Marines scattered in there, a couple medevacs maybe from drops, maybe for some support. We can see the command center almost done. Maybe he'll be expanding to his third base now. Of course, he's going to be blocked by that pylon. Maybe he'll take the gold. That would be fun to watch.
Yep, he is going to be lifting that off and going to that third base. But StevieWONDER, he doesn't know about that pylon blocking his third base, and he will know about it very, very soon. We do see StevieWONDER taking his own third base, and we do see a medevac going for ODWeX in the south side, going to be taking out the third base. Just also getting some scouting information to see the timing of the third base. Going to be taking that out with 8 Marines.
Yep, and since ODWeX is an entire base right now, he's was soon to be an entire base in front of StevieWONDER. We'll see how that plays out in the late game, being a base behind. We can see he's moving in with this ball of Protoss units. Can he take it out with that? Yeah, stalkers with their particle disruptors and the zealots with their side blades. Anyways, yeah, we can see that the attack was stopped, and he just barely made it by with the Nexus surviving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well. Yeah, we do see Planetary Fortress being morphed in by ODWeX right here at third base. Very, very standard.
Pretty standard.
And we do see StevieWONDER actually walling off with pylons and gateways. Usually you don't really see that much wall off in the third base of Protoss, but yeah, I guess it's pretty good for defending that attack. This factory of ODWeX's is going to be marching into the main of StevieWONDER's to scout around. Since he really doesn't need that factory, he isn't going to be going for any siege tanks or anything like that. It is, however, going to be taken out by these 3 stalkers.
And you can see ODWeX getting some Vikings, actually a lot more than some. He has 9 Vikings.
Yeah, he has a lot of Vikings.
He can use that to crush the 3 Colossus that he has if micro properly, unless they concentrate the Vikings, of course, which he might do. He also has a lot of Marauders, with just a few Marines, which is a good combination against this many stalkers.
Right, and by this time I think StevieWONDER really should have Blink upgraded, because Blink does play a huge role in dealing with Vikings and medevacs.
Yeah, in fact, looking around, does he even have a Twilight Council yet?
Yes, he does. He's researching +2 attack.
Oh, just kidding. Oh, I see it. Okay. Anyways, and also I think his Robo, he should probably be making something out of that. Or the robotics facility. He should probably be... Oh, wait, no attack going on in the bottom.
Oh, all those Vikings going to be sniping 1 Colossus. Will he be able to take more? We'll be able to... nope, decides to pull out. And, wow. Both players playing very cautiously right now. We see StevieWONDER's macro is slipping a little, sitting at 900 minerals, while ODWeX is keeping it low. He is attacking in the in the natural of stevieWONDER takes out the Nexus, and since stevieWONDER doesn't have Blink, he went for Charge instead. He won't be able to chase this army fast enough.
Yeah, and I think in a situation like this, Blink would have been more useful, considering that he's a lot more Stalkers than Zealots.
Right, and those Zealots, charge lots are pretty good against siege tanks, except for the fact that there are no siege tanks, and not really good against that many Marauders, considering that all of them have concussive shells.
Yeah. What time are you at right now?
I'm at 21 minutes exactly.
Okay, well I'm at 20 minutes. Maybe we should fix that.
You serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't skip ahead though.
Crap, I can't. Okay, go back to 20. Crap. Okay, you just keep casting. I'll try to fix it.
Okay. Well. Anyways, we do see stevieWONDER taking his second Nexus back, and we do see a small Marauder force of 5 Marauders sitting outside, well, below, kind of, the third base of stevieWONDER's. Should I like pause and let you cast?
No, I got it. I'm at 2150.
Okay, cool. Okay, we do see Blink being researched finally by stevieWONDER. He does have a lot of Chrono Boost. Seriously needs to Chrono Boost out his Forge and Twilight Council right now, because he will need those upgrades badly.
Yeah, that, and he needs to fix the fact that all of his probes are long distance mining. You could just send him to the third, which once again is undersaturated just a little bit. And we can see him pushing out all those warp gates, which might be a good decision if he had a second base, so we could have a lot more minerals. Second base finishing right now, and we'll see.
An EMP from ODWeX. Sorry to interrupt, but that was a big moment. He did scan and see all those units right there with the proxy pylon. Took up Ghost right there and EMP'd a lot of the Colossus. One Colossus immediately goes down, second Colossus goes down, third Colossus goes down. All of those Vikings proved to be very effective. I think that was a little too overkill on the number of Vikings that ODWeX made. However,
yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell who will come out in this battle.
After all, now he's landing the Vikings, clean up the army. He's trying to kill the reinforcements. That's good. We'll see what ODWeX does now that most of his main army is destroyed, but he does have a lot of Vikings on the ground, which is not something you normally see, but is something you saw just right now in this situation.
Now we do see stevieWONDER take a Dark Shrine. I don't know how this is going to play out, considering that Terran does have scans, but he did use 2 scans to scan that army. We'll see how this turns out. Dark Shrine just finishing up another. Those 5 Marauders marching up into the third base of ODWeX. At the same time, ODWeX is going to be trying to take out this second Nexus again. Might take it out. Nope, decides to go march right through the main. Might be able to take out some units. However, we don't see any Dark Templar being morphed in. And Vikings landing again just to do more damage. Because, well, they can't really attack anything in the air because there's nothing in the air.
Yeah,
Colossus is going to be popping out right now.
In this situation, some DTs mixed in the army would definitely help, because usually it's harder to detect them. When you have a big army like this, you can't really spot the 1 or 2 DTs that are doing a lot of damage, killing a lot of units in an army like this. It looks like stevieWONDER will clean up this attack if he can get those reinforcements down.
I think his blink right into those Marauders was a bad idea, considering that ODWeX could have had a lot more. That was very dangerous of stevieWONDER to blink right through those Marauders.
Yeah. It was a dangerous decision. You can see the natural going down again. It hasn't even been mined out. It's 25 minutes into the game. He really needs to get another Nexus up there.
Yep, we do see ODWeX taking his 4th now. Should have gotten that about 5 minutes ago, I would assume. But ODWeX is sitting on a lot of minerals. Seriously needs to build a lot more production facilities, considering that he was maxed. And also getting +2/+2, that is very smart as well. Protoss, it only has 1 forge and already has +2/+2 on the way as well. So.
Yep, and we can see that the units in general do not have a lot of upgrades. Upgrades being done on those right now. We can see that stevieWONDER is still on 2 bases. He should really get up his natural while the Terran is on 4. So we can. Oh, just kidding. He's on 3. It just got destroyed.
Yep. stevieWONDER did take out that 4th base of ODWex's. That is going to be putting him behind in economy, because ODWeX, well, mules mine out bases pretty fast. Yeah, and ODWeX even throwing away some SCVs just to clear up supply. And I don't know why stevieWONDER is setting those 5 Zealots in just to get destroyed by those. Actually, well, he did kind of do more damage, some damage.
Yeah. And we can see that ODWeX has like pretty much an all. Oh, here comes a GG from stevieWONDER.
And that's the GG.
That's a, why is he asking what map this is?
Oh no, because this was a tournament best of 3, so yeah. He was asking the next map. Well, that was one of the games that someone sent in through our email, and as you can see, economy actually matters.
Yes. If you have 1,300 minerals saved up, you should probably do something with them. Just saying.
This is Xenocidel,
and this is WiSP.
signing off.
Signing off.